To understand why LiDAR companies are still viewed in a positive light despite a so far slow road to profitability, we can look at the perspective of a company like Microvision, which views the LiDAR industry as entering a new phase it calls Lidar 2.0, where building the most advanced hardware takes a backseat to delivering cost-effective LiDAR at scale. CEO Glenn DeVos described the earlier period as Lidar 1.0, a phase dominated by startup innovation and expensive sensors, funded by the expectation that autonomous vehicles would soon create massive demand. While that period produced impressive technology demonstrations and major partnerships, it also led to fragile revenue models, high cash burn, and industry consolidation when autonomous vehicle timelines proved slower than expected. In contrast, Lidar 2.0 focuses on practical deployment, measurable customer benefits, and scalable economics across multiple industries, resulting in Microvision constructing an adapted strategy with its so-called 4 pillars for commercialization. First, a broad product portfolio is meant to offer both short-range and long-range LiDAR sensors for multiple markets. Its portfolio now spans short-range, solid-state sensors, such as the MVIS series, long-range sensors, including Iris and Halo, and ultra-long-range systems from newly acquired technologies. These products target automotive, industrial automation, robotics, and security/defense markets, allowing Microvision to diversify revenue rather than relying solely on automotive adoption. The second pillar involves design-to-cost pricing, which makes cost competitiveness a design requirement. Instead of assuming prices will fall once volumes increase, Microvision intends to design sensors from the outset to meet industry price expectations. Automotive markets, for example, may require long-range LiDAR units priced below roughly $500 by the late 2020s to achieve widespread adoption. Then the third part puts a spotlight on software. Microvision is shifting towards software-driven systems, which can improve flexibility, reduce hardware requirements, and make integration easier for customers. Its software framework is designed to process LiDAR data, from raw signals to perception systems, allowing customers to incorporate LiDAR into existing technology stacks more easily. Finally, the fourth and final pillar comprises good old corporate jargon packaged in the container of capital discipline and execution, which is made out to be a crucial component on the same level as technological innovation and cost competitiveness as the LiDAR industry consolidates. Though it's mostly the usual word salad about strong operational discipline achieved by careful capital allocation, delivering products on schedule, and meeting automotive-grade reliability standards, another key part of Microvision's macrovision is expansion through acquisitions, mainly to expand its technology and customer base. Noteworthy acquisitions include Scantinel Photonics and Luminar Technologies, more precisely its assets which were purchased in its bankruptcy for $33 million. The Luminar deal was particularly significant because it added long-range LiDAR technology, existing commercial relationships, and inventory and engineering talent. Luminar had previously been a major supplier to Volvo Cars, but that relationship ended in 2025 after the automaker halted plans to install Luminar sensors in upcoming vehicles. Microvision hopes to revive those relationships and integrate Luminar's technology with its own to produce lower-cost systems. CEO DeVos explained the goal of the acquisition was to accelerate commercialization and improve the product lineup. In terms of commercial activity, Microvision reported that it has already started shipping LiDAR units to a European customer using purchase orders transferred from Luminar. Management described this as an early proof point that the company can deliver products and maintain customer relationships. Microvision reports it inherited around 30 customer relationships from Luminar and plans to cross-sell products across these accounts. Microvision is also consolidating operations by moving engineering, manufacturing, and supply chain functions from its Redmond headquarters to Orlando, which will serve as its primary U.S. production hub, especially for defense and security applications. Security is an emerging target market, with Microvision pursuing opportunities in drones, unmanned ground vehicles, and mapping and surveillance systems, which may offer higher average selling prices and faster adoption than automotive. It's a similar stance on industrial automation, where near-term revenue is expected primarily from uses such as autonomous forklifts, robotics, and safety systems for human-operated equipment. Although automotive still remains the largest long-term opportunity, Microvision acknowledges that adoption will likely occur later than initially expected. Instead of focusing on fully autonomous vehicles, the industry is increasingly targeting Level 2 and Level 3 driver assistance systems, where Lidar can enhance safety and perception. Microvision expects significant automotive volumes around 2030 to 2031, with earlier requests for proposals tied to vehicle programs launching around 2029. In contrast, the current financial situation and outlook remains weak, giving off a generally dim appearance through the headlights of most investors. 2025 revenue was about $1.2 million, while the full-year loss was roughly $95 million. However, Microvision expects 2026 revenue between $10 million and $15 million, driven largely by industrial customers and continuing revenue streams from Luminar contracts. Then, even as Microvision was integrating recent acquisitions, it ended 2025 with about $74.8 million in cash and raised $43 million in convertible notes to strengthen its balance sheet, resulting in at least a glimmer and a glow in the eyes of loyal supporters. In the next few years, Microvision sees Lidar demand growing significantly, as industry estimates suggest that tens of millions of vehicles with Lidar-enabled driver assistance systems could be deployed by 2030. However, skeptics stay pessimistic, since the industry still faces challenges around slow automotive adoption and strong competition from Chinese Lidar manufacturers, demonstrating just how crucial Microvision's acquisitions were in combination with its moves into industrial and security uses. In particular, longtime Lidar investors and Microvision's followers still see a bright future from combining its original short-range sensors with Luminar's long-range technology and Scantinel's photonic Lidar systems, paving the way for the possibility Microvision could become a major global Lidar supplier. In terms of short-range and long-range sensing in the stock market, get illuminated with TradingView, your trusted tool to track and scan the markets. Try it for free, link in the description and pinned comment.